Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Quiet Room, this time live from Ashokan.
Yes, not nearly as quiet as usual. It's great.
While we were playing that, I was remembering that in its earliest days, we always dedicated that tune to nurses.
We did.
For different reasons, but now we should do it again, and all people in the medical profession who have been helping us all through this crazy period. And some of them are here tonight, and we thank you all. Yeah.
So it's really hot here. We have a hot show for you tonight, for sure. Another interesting thing is in our audience here in the pavilion, under the roof of the pavilion at the Ashokan Center. We're here at Northern Week. And so many of these folks listen to the Quiet Room. So this is like being at home, except they don't have their own couch. But we couldn't fit them all in here anyway. So I know that these Northern Week folks are quite a great singing audience. So I'm expecting you to help me out on this song. A timely song. How many people have gardens? I will look out there. Quite a few. And does anybody have ripe tomatoes yet? Just a few. Well, this is a song about that. We're going to bring up Tom Crum, who you will hear from later on as well, to join us on mandolin for Homegrown Tomatoes, the great Guy Clark song. I expect to hear some very lively singing along from the audience, so. There's nothing in the world that I like better than making me a sandwich with a homegrown tomato. I'm up in the morning, out in the garden, where I pick me a ripe one, don't pick a hard one. Plant 'em in the spring and eat 'em all summer. Winter time without 'em, a culinary bummer. Forget all about the sweating and the digging. Each time you go out and pick you a big one. What? Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What would life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. If you're feeling droopy, one thing's for sure, it's nothing that a homegrown tomato can't cure. Put 'em in a salad or put 'em in stews, or you could make your own tomato juice. You can eat 'em with eggs or eat 'em with gravy. Eat 'em with beans, both pinto or navy. Serve 'em on the side or serve 'em in the middle. Put your homegrown tomatoes on a hot cake griddle. Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. Now what would life be without homegrown tomatoes? There's only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Tomatoes on a roll. Well, if I could change this life I lead, I would be Johnny Tomato Seed. 'Cause I know what this country needs. It's homegrown tomatoes in every yard you see. So when I die, don't you bury me in a plot in a cemetery. Out in the garden, be much better, so I could be pushing up homegrown tomatoes. Homegrown Tomatoes. Oh, thank you for singing. Woo. That was from tasteful singing and tasty mandolin playing. Thank you.
Well,
Thank
here
you, Tom
at Northern Week, you're bound to hear some music from New England, from Quebec, from Sweden, from the British Isles, from England itself, and some originals. I have no idea what Mr. Tom is going to do, but I want to introduce him. And you've been coming here since you were in a fetal stage.
Yeah.
What?
And every night I return to
And every night. What year? What was your first year?
well, I get 96 probably, or 90, 96, right?
Your mom's here to the mid 90s.
Okay.
5 weeks old in 96. Great. Well, Tom Crum.
Here I am. So I'm going to be joined here today by Max Newman, Stuart Kenny, and we're going to be playing a tune that I wrote called Harpoon. And this one is dedicated to Steven right over there doing sound. Let's give a hand to Steven. All right. Yeah, for him.
The old harpoon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Tom Crum with Max and Stuart. Wow, beautiful music. As I said, there's going to be all different kinds of music, and everybody who you're going to hear tonight is at the Ashokan Center for the week, teaching, playing for dancing, playing for fun, jamming. And the audience here are people who are dancers and musicians, singers, ditch diggers, plumbers, brain surgeons, astronauts. There's all kinds tonight. Okay, so it's a great pleasure to get to introduce Lydia Ivins and Amy Hawkinson. And they're going to bring more strings to the stage than any other individual. Here they come.
Thank you. We got one really quick fiddle tune.
Doesn't that just cool you off, kind of, a little bit, that beautiful Scandi music? Well, now we are going to welcome our old friend to the piano to play something else really beautiful and relaxing to cool us off, the very cool Jacqueline Schwab. Do you want to say hello or anything? Having this, you're welcome, you're welcome. Maybe you'll tell us what you're going to do even.
I thought I might sing some. I don't know how the temperatures made me think of this today. During the pandemic, I dived deeper into a project I've been doing of music of American immigrants. So we're going to go from amazing, rocking northern music, we're going to go down south to Brazil. And I'm going to play a piece by Ernesto Nazaré, who was a dance pianist at the turn of the 20th century. And he self-invented these, he called them Brazilian tangos, but you'll hear right away they're not really like Argentine tangos. And they might sound a little bit like ragtime, but they also have in them I think there's this word in Portuguese, something like saudade, which is nostalgia, and for people or things past, and I thought that might be a little bit how we're feeling at the moment tonight. And this is music before, 1913, it's before samba, but I once did, and bossa nova, but I once went to hear this great bossa singer, and she spent the whole evening, I could just watch her hips all evening, so you can feel free to move a little bit in your chairs, but it's just gonna be very gentle.
Amazing, amazing, Jacqueline Schwab. Yeah! As I have mentioned here, but now we'll let the Facebook audience also know, if you watch Ken Burns documentaries and you hear that remarkably tasteful piano playing that really tugs at your hearts and fits the emotions of those scenes so well, it's almost always Jacqueline Schwab. Yeah. Yeah. So I first met our next guest in 1978 at a music and dance camp in Pennsylvania that had 40 people on staff and 12 campers. And this is literally true. And on the staff were the Greengrass Cloggers, who were all in their early 20s, the New Lost City Ramblers, who were in their early 80s. No, not really. And there were like the most amazing Celtic, blues, bluegrass, all different kinds of music. And there was, only 12 campers. So all the staff took classes from each other, and campers did as well. Pretty soon, you had no idea who was a camper, who was staff. Musicians were learning to dance, dancers were learning music. And that kind of gave birth to what we do here. 2 years later, we were here, 1980, and John Crum's been here every summer since. This is the 40th anniversary of Northern Week. So here's John Crum. Let's see.
Hi, folks. I probably sang this song before for a lot of you. One of the effects of the lockdown I've found out about myself is I write music for people, and so without people in my life, I don't write music because I write music for people. And so that was one thing. And then I realized that what we do here, I'm thinking about Clifford, what we do here is essential. Dancing, playing together, music from all over, and being kind and helpful to each other is essential to the stability of the world at a very fundamental level. It's like we are homeopathic remedies for the big bad things going around. So anyway, I wrote this song, and part of it at the end of the song is from reading of a book by Martin Buber, a famous Jewish philosopher. I read it in college. It's I and Thou. And Buber says, human beings are the only creatures that have a past, a present, and a future, but the truth is the past does not exist and the present does not exist. But we keep living in the past or the future and not to avoid living in the present. And if we live in the present, we start to pay attention to each other and to the trees and to the wonders around us. And if you pay attention in the present, you experience a feeling of awe. And that feeling of awe is the closest, in my opinion, that a human being can get to the idea of God. I'm not a religious person in any way, so whatever you mean by that. So in the end of the song, I'm making my commitment that I'm paying attention to you. Not the group, but every individual. So that's what I'm doing here this week. You ready?
Sure.
Okay. Tom probably doesn't remember this song, but that never mattered. Kindness isn't enough. It's also required to think. Take time to attend and share your ideas, or life simply goes down the sink. and thinking isn't enough. Living is doing, my friend. Freedom and peace don't live in the future, they live in the now without end. But when in doubt, be kind. When good thoughts are hard to find. Winning is solving our problems together, and kindness will bring peace of mind. When I look at you, I see stars. Your people, your places and days, your ideas and passions, your work and your art, creation returning my gaze. Wanna do it again? But when in doubt, be kind. When good thoughts are hard to find. Winning is solving our problems together, and kindness will bring peace of mind. When I look at you, I see stars. Your people, your places and days, ideas and passions, your work and your art, creation returning my gaze. Tag. And if you should look back at me, you will find creation returning your gaze.
That was beautiful. That was John Crumb singing, and Tom Crumb playing the fiddle there with him. Totally beautiful. Well, we're going to have some more cool down, relaxing music coming right up here. Some English country dance music. Yes, Jay?
Yes, indeed. So this is the band that needs no name. Rachel Bell is bringing her accordion to the stage. Where are the rest of folks? Come on up. Don't hesitate. Oh, they're here already. Okay. This is Susan Kevra, Audrey Knuth, and Jacqueline Schwab is back. So please make them welcome.
We didn't finish our Scrabble game before this set, so we're just taking care of that now. Which one am I in? Great. This one. Come here.
Let's get you back just a hair, just to have equality.
Oh, and also like that. do for you two English country dance tunes. The first one is a tune that Rachel wrote called Moonflower that we danced in the English class yesterday, I think it was. And this is really special for me because most of the time I have to use my mouth to communicate dance calls. But tonight I get to play with them, so it's a super treat for me. And the second one is Companions. Companions, which is quite old. Give me the math on that, girls.
2002.
Really quite a long time ago. The dance is from 2002. The tune is a little bit older.
It's so 2002.
That's 20 years.
How very beautiful. Wow. That is fantastic music. So beautifully played and conceived. Somebody is staying.
That's great.
Of
And
that
also,
one.
I wanted to comment, I was watching this on my phone, so for all folks out there who are watching this, Ovi had a great shot where you could see what Jacqueline was doing there, and you could see everyone else in the band, too. Very beautiful. Thank you, Ovi. We'll bring you up later so you can wave at the people. Is Audrey coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, right. Audrey will be right back here. She's got another thing for us. She just had to.
I need to get my boys.
Oops. Woo. Do you want to sit or stand?
We're gonna stand.
You're going to stand. Okay.
All right, so this is Audrey Knuth. She's got a fiddle. She's got Stuart Kenny bringing up a beautiful bass. Max Newman and his guitar. They're about ready. You're going to sing, is what I heard. Is that?
Has it?
You're going to sing. We haven't heard you sing yet. I'm excited. Let's welcome her back.
Thank you, everybody. All right, we couldn't have Northern Week without some Southern tunes. So here you go. 1, 2, 3. Oh Lordy me and oh Lordy my, see where you have gone and died when your trouble is so deep that you can hardly sleep. See when your trouble's just like mine. See when your trouble's just like mine. I asked the captain for a job. Sir, what can you do? I can line the track, I can ball the jack, I can pick and shovel too. Pick and shovel too. Oh Lordy me and oh
that was like a little precursor to Southern Week right there during Northern Week.
It was great. Thank you so much, Audrey, for bringing that to us. I want to also, you can give her another round of applause. Now, how many folks here tonight are regular Quiet Room listeners, but now you're in the room with us? Let's hear you out there. That's amazing. It's amazing. And Quiet Room listeners, through the donate button for the Ashokan Center, have done an amazing job of helping the Ashokan Center get through the pandemic and now into this transitional stage. So we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts, everyone who works here, and all the people who use this place throughout the year. I think in the last semester we had about 38 schools come through for outdoor ed programs. Just before this week started, there was 2 weeks of free day camps for inner city kids from the Kingston schools just 20 minutes away. There are a lot of amazing things that go on here. So thank you all, people in the Quiet Room and people who are here and have never heard of the Quiet Room before, but support Ashokan by just being present. Thank you all. So coming up now, oh wow, Max has been up here and he's gonna stick around. Max Newman, and from Western New York State, Tim Ball, unless he's moved recently.
Ithaca.
Now he's from Ithaca. Tim Ball and Max Newman.
All right. We're going to play you a blast of Irish reels here. The first 2 of them are pretty old. They were recorded back in the 30s by a great fiddle player from New York City named Paddy Killoran. Down the Broom and the Gatehouse Maid, and then we'll follow it up with a couple of newer tunes, The Mill House and The Road to Garrison. So, here we go.
Yes, Newman. Pretty darned amazing. It's so fun to be here. It's fun for me to get to listen to everybody. I think that they're going to come back. Is that true? Is that true? Who's up next there?
Stuart.
Oh, okay. A bandmate of some of these folks. But right now, somebody who's been to Northern Week many, many years. Come on up, Stuart. Actually, you're going to stand, right?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, this is great.
Perfect.
So, do you remember what year you first came to Northern Week at Ashokan?
I think it must have been about 1988 or 89, I believe.
Quite a while back, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, you know your way around here, I'd say.
I've learned the pathways and relearned them as they've changed over the years. So,
Yeah, they have.
indeed.
And we most often see you with a great big instrument, with a bass, and right now you're going to play a little round instrument.
right.
What are you going to do for us?
I'm going to play like a dog in front of the fireplace.
Play.
That's right.
Okay, I'll take your word
It's
for
a
it.
little banjo number, and I might ask some friends to sing along.
Singing along, that's a very
know.
good thing for this crowd.
That's
All
right. I love them.
Okay.
I
all
love
right.
everyone to sing.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Molly.
Stuart
Mason.
Kenny.
In the middle of the pandemic, I was sitting up on the hill in Shelburne Falls at the house. And I had my little banjo uke out. I love playing the banjo uke. I have a little banjo issue, and I love having lots of banjo ukes around the house and other banjos. And I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I grabbed the banjo uke, laid down in front of the fireplace, and started just riffing on a banjo piece. And I felt like a dog in front of the fireplace. What that means is being home and being in that comfort and in that calm place that we all know home to be. And so we can just have that imagery of our dogs or our cats in front of the fireplace. And so I'd love you to sing along, and you'll know what to do when it comes along. Here we are today, making music play. 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 Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Like a dog in front of the fireplace, like a dog in front of the fireplace, like a dog in front of the fireplace, like a dog in front of the fireplace. Ooh. Here we are today, making music play. Help me out. Here we are today, making music play. Here we are today, making music play. Here we are today, making music play. Here we are today. Here we are today, making music play. Here we are today, making music play. Nice. Thank you all.
The one and only Stuart Kenny. You guys kind of come on up. We are going to hear Max Newman again, this time with Cedar Stanistreet. Did I say your name right?
You did.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Even
Now,
better than he usually says.
Cedar, you were here as a pretty young guy. Do you remember when that
A while
was?
back. It was
A few years ago.
12 years ago.
10 or
Yeah.
12 years ago. And tell me now what you're doing with your life.
Well, I'm playing fiddle, and I'm also working in a violin shop. I repair and restore violins, so
Pretty exciting.
every day, yep.
Wonderful. That is great. And I meant to ask you about where you're from and what you do.
Yes.
This is Max Newman.
Hello, everybody out there and right here. I'm from Alaska, and I think my folks are watching out there back 4 hours in the past, so hello. And now I live in Boston, Massachusetts.
All right.
And I'm just a dad when I'm not playing music.
That's enough of a job, I'd say.
It's certainly the exercise.
So what are you guys going to play for us tonight?
I'm going to play a waltz that I learned. It's written by a Norwegian fiddler, Olav Mjelva. It's a beautiful tune piece called Deliverance.
Not from the movie, right? No. No.
Different. Totally not.
All right. All right.
Thank you.
Cedar Stana Street with Max Newman. Truly, truly beautiful. So all week we've been dancing to the music of the many people you're hearing tonight. This is for folks out there. You all have been the dancers. And now we're getting to hear them seated and outdoors. One of the things the pandemic did for us here at the Ashokan Center is it created a really good reason to always be outdoors, and there's something really special about it. So I'm going to applaud that. I love it. It's so great. So now we're going to bring up a band never before heard in the Northern Hemisphere, the Southern Hemisphere, the left or the right hemisphere. They have a brand new band name. These people all know each other for a long time, but this particular configuration seems to be a product of Northern Week 2021. Welcome to the stage, the Strays. The Strays.
All right, so here I have Max. You might have met me before. Stuart and Audrey. And Stuart and I, we play a lot with a wonderful fiddler, Rodney Miller, in a band called the String Rays. And since Rodney's not here and we're missing his ring, we're just the Strays. But actually, it turns out that the Strays is a wonderful band. And we went on a really wonderful 2.5-week-long tour with Audrey in England, which was so much fun that I can't tell you about it.
Not everything.
And anyway, we're just really happy to be here, and we're going to play a little sort of danceable music for you. Thank you guys for being here with us. All right, D minor?
Yeah.
Great.
Thank
Audrey Knut, Max Newman, Stuart Kenny, The Strays. So we're cruising toward the closing of this amazing show here on 385 acres, an historic nature preserve. And I was thinking while I was watching this, and we're all here together, everybody here is supporting the event that's happening right now, but it takes a whole year, and there are more than 30 employees here, and we are managing to pay them a decent wage and provide health insurance and all of that sort of thing. And that's because of the supporters who are hitting that donate button. So thank you so very much. And those who are just listening out there and you're not able to help us in that way, you're helping us by listening, because that gives us a reason to do this.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
That is so true. That's so true. Thank you. And I was just going to say how fun this is, because it's the quiet room, but I just spent, I don't know, the last couple or 3 acts sitting there listening. I got to listen to the quiet room while it was happening. That's amazing. How can that be?
I've heard all
great.
about it, you know.
Yeah, I'm growing to like this.
Know what you mean. And I want to let everyone out there who's been on stage to know you're all going to be invited back at the very end, in case I didn't get to let you know that before. Where would they go anyway in the dark?
We'll have a waltz together at the end with all the folks who are on stage with us.
And now, direct from Quebec, an amazing band of individuals who have banded together and joined us here, Jantikorum. Jantikorum.
Thanks so much. It's such a privilege to be here at Northern Week. It's amazing all the work that you guys do to make it happen. So great to spend this time playing and dancing with you all. We're going to sing a song. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Quebecois traditional music, a lot of the instrumental music is very like Irish, Scottish influenced, but the vocal music all comes from France. And this song is an old song from France that was collected in Quebec about 100 years ago by Marius Barbeau. And it's a beautiful song. It's kind of a hymn to the good things in life, and this message that never gets old of enjoy the good things while you have them, and to take time out and to enjoy all of life's pleasures. The song lists a couple of these pleasures. Among them is red wine, but also it says that the sweetest drink of all is the elixir of love. So this is called Goûtons du plaisir. Goûtons du plaisir, chers camarades. Cela ne dure pas toujours. La boisson la plus chère est celle de l'amour. Il nous vaut mieux bien boire pour alléger nos jours. Ah, l'œuvre du vin me donne éloquence, plus rien lui est ennuyeux. Oublions les partances et buvons en ce lieu. Nous y serons moins fiers, assurément plus amoureux.
point que le temps vous change, que la route vienne à vous engager, car c'est un doux mélange
d'aimer
et d'être aimé. Savourons mes chers notre chance, nos amours, nos amitiés.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor to be invited back at Northern Week. It's great to be with all of you this week. And we're going to play, like Nicholas said, we have some songs, tradition that come from the French-speaking parts of France, but we also have some great tune tradition, square and crooked tunes, twisted and perfectly for step dancing. So we're going to play a tune that is called Le 5-4-3, because if you count the beats, that's what it is, 5-4-3. And I heard that we might have a step dancer that's going to join you and us shortly. Un, deux, et trois, et quatre.
That was Marie Soleil Poulet dancing. Wow.
That was great.
There are many people to thank, and our streaming sound and audio crew, Ovi Horta, who you're familiar with from previous shows. And Stephen Bluestein on the board over there, Stephen Bluestein. Sarah Trapani is on the internet thanking donors who touch that donate button and who remember that Facebook doesn't take any transaction fees. Kind of an incredible thing. I'm really surprised by that and delighted. So we're bringing everybody back up for one more tune, and it's a tune from Quebec. Who wrote this tune? Can you tell us about
Michel
it?
Faubert.
Do you guys know Michel Faubert? I've heard the name.
Yeah, he's a great. He's not as known as a tune writer or fiddler, but he does write tunes and play fiddle. But he's a very, very famous storyteller in Quebec and also a singer, part of a famous band called Les Charbonniers de l'Enfer. Fantastic 5-piece a cappella band.
Right. So you just heard Gentil Coram, and here is everyone. Can we all fit? It doesn't matter. We're just going to do this.
Can we fit? Can we fit here? Yes. I believe that our next quiet room coming up in a week is also a live show from here. Am I right about that?
Live from acoustic guitar camp.
Live from Guitar Camp. So lots of great guitar music next week. I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah, and then after that, I think it's going to be, I don't know, it might be live from family camp. Could that happen? We'll find out. We'll find out.
It could.
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe we have people who'd like to start this. Do we? This is a beautiful
Let
waltz
these guys
that we all know. So let's let our Quebecois musicians begin it. All right? With the
1, 2, 3 et 2, 2, 3.